Hello, 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 beautiful lady. Welcome to our Sunday webinar. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hello, 10. So we have a very important topic today, the grace of the feminine and the power of the masculine. So I've been getting ready. I've been doing my exercises, my feminine practices, in order for me to be in the right state of mind to bring you this topic today. My name is Angelina. I'm the founder of Return of the Diva, where I teach you how to elevate in your consciousness through different techniques, different topics. I also have the high ticket program, Diva Mastery, the mentorship program, an online curriculum with a step-by-step formula with tools and techniques for you to master your own self-mastery. So Diva Mastery will get you the desired result. It's a much quicker way for you to do or to master your own journey. Because in every process, I'll be holding your hand, showing you the techniques that are easier for you to maneuver. Because it's not easy for you to be waking up alone. I know I woke up alone, and the internet did not have a lot of tools because we all don't have the resources to go to pilgrimages where most people go to find themselves. You go to Peru, you go to India. I did not have that luxury, so I woke up alone. So in this era of the golden age, we are waking up with mentors all over the world. So that is what Diva Mastery is offering. Are done for you step by step for you to master your own divine feminine vibration. So I also do Sunday Lives webinar or Facebook group teachings with different topics. And today, I'm so excited to teach about the grace of the feminine and what it means, and the power of the healthy masculine, so that you can start living your forever, happily forever after life, with you having an harmonious life. We have been taught that the feminine energy is for having babies. We have been sexually objectified. We have been baby factories. So this feminine energy that you've been taught is very rooted to sacrificial energy, where we have been brought up to think that we have to save others. We have to do things to sacrifice our own happiness, put other people's needs before us. This has been a very, very draining journey, has been a journey that has rendered most of us very broken, renders most of us very manipulative and very bitter. We take from men because this energy wants us, that's been teaching us to objectify, to also take from men. So we manipulate them. At the same time, some men have been conditioned to abuse us, suppress us, and control us. So it's both the wounded and the wounded feminine and the wounded masculine has been controlling us, has been keeping us in a very, very tight-lish or a place of not thriving. So most of the highly achieving women have a lot of anxiety, frustration on a daily basis, dealing with the corporate world, putting so much pressure on us to follow certain rules, which really it's not how we are built to. We have been trained to predominantly operate from the left side of the brain, which is the masculine side of the brain, pushing away the fun, feminine side of the brain, which is more intuitive. So we have been pushing ourselves, becoming men, doing what a man does, which is very rooted in overthinking. We don't have the proper way to express ourselves. So we are frustrated and full of anxiety, exhausted, tired. We don't have anything we can trust our instincts with. As much as our oracle insights keeps telling us, our gut instincts keeps telling us, we don't follow it through. So we are living away from our feminine vibration. So today, we are going to be diving deeper. We are going to exploring more of this feminine vibration. So if you have any questions as I go through, I'd invite you to ask them in the chat bar. And in the end of the discussion, we'll have a little bit Q&A. So I'm excited to have all of you here, whether you will be watching live or you've been on the replay. I'm so happy that you got to hear this content. So a feminine who is wounded is so much running after success, like attached to success. So they have fear of the failure. We are very aggressive, passive aggressive. We are very cold and distant because we do not want to be, we have to protect ourselves. That's what we are trained to do, protect ourselves. So we get distant and cold. We are very critical if we are coming from the wounded feminine and very judgmental, very me kind of survival for the fittest kind of thing. It is not very feminine to be in that fighting mode, that survival for the fittest mode. That is a very masculine, predominantly energy. When I talk about the feminine and the masculine, I want you to know everything in this universe has feminine and a masculine energy. So it does not matter if you are in a feminine body or in a masculine body. You will have the two energies. It's just like when I talk about the womb energy, I talk about the energy of the womb, whether you have a physical womb or not, you have the energy of the womb inside of you. So with that clarity, you want to know that a wounded feminine will be stuck in our mind and it is not in touch with our own emotions. You are always in this defensive mode where you are either going to want to attack or defend yourself. A very wounded masculine is going to be also in fear of his own emotions. He'll be critical, distant, and also aggressive in his own behavior. He'll be also with a very high fear of failure. just like the wounded feminine, is looking after external validation. You are looking for people to tell you that, oh, it's okay for you to feel like this. It's okay for you that. That is a very wounded way of looking at things, because it shows that you are not trusting your own instincts. You are also being, you want people to tell you what to do. You are not the queen of your own life. So when you are insecure in any way, shape, or form, it means that you have wounds that are rising in your own life. If you're manipulating in any kind of shape or form to anyone, whether you manipulate yourself to get out of a ticket, you manipulate yourself to your partner or any other person, if you have that energy of manipulation, it means that you're operating from a wounded family. If you're stuck in a victim mentality where everything is being done outside you, that you have no, everybody is just on your case, that everybody, oh, they did this, I'm a good person, why this? This is a very victim mentality that I'm talking to you about. If you're stuck in this energy, you are having a crisis with your inner child wounds, because the people in your life have been either abandoning you, or they have been operating without trust to you. That's why you feel like you are a victim all the time. So you want to check on your inner child wounds and start to be your own inner man. So when you find that you're desperate for love, or you feel lonely all the time, so you end up attracting an emotional unavailable men or women, it's because you are also operating from a very wounded side of the feminine, that love is supposed to fulfill you from the outside in. So you are sacrificing yourself or oversharing your emotions. So you are over like a drama queen. You have no boundaries. So you are more emphasizing your emotions from a wounded side. So people know that you are a drama queen and avoid you instead of nurturing you. So I've been in these two sides of all this, and I got tired of living or attracting both men and women who were very abusive, who I was in that victim mentality where people were doing things to me. So it broke my heart to realize that I am the one who's been creating this. When I got my spiritual awakening and I found that we are creating our own reality with every thought we give, with every choice we make, you're the one who is sending energy in front of you, so that, let's say, it's like a prayer. When you pray, you are certain that this something will come to be answered. So you know that it's going to be there in the making. Like maybe 2 days, maybe 1 hour, you're going to get this thing that you're creating. So every thought that you are thinking is creating your outside there future. Like, so I got to understand that, and it broke my heart that to realize that I'm the one who's been thinking these thoughts and creating this reality that I'm creating. That, oh, every person that comes in my life that is cannot be trusted. It's because no one has taught me that what trust is. So I had to learn how to trust myself, so that the person that comes in my life can be trusted. So everything that is coming to you, I went through it. So I'm here to empower you and to put you to a place where you will start to see things in a more empowering position, so that you can raise these conscious babies, live with a conscious partner, And if you're still in a relationship with an unconscious partner and you are getting your own spiritual awakening, how to work with the energy of the feminine for you to awaken the warrior within your partner. So when you are founded in a wounded masculine and a wounded feminine aspect, you go through very extreme cases where your life is miserable. You are disconnected from your womb energy. You are disconnected from your own body. Probably you don't even like the way you look. You don't appreciate this vessel that is your body. So you're disconnected. I know this because when I got my periods, I was disconnected from not wanting to be a woman. It took a long time for me to understand what is to be done. It was already very painful. I got to a place where I wanted a baby, and just because I was very disconnected from, I found that I had very big fibroids and I was not able to be a mother. This was threatening the ability for me to be a mother, this disconnection between myself and myself. The self that thinks, the ego self, that part of you that is the false self, the one that you don't show a lot of people. The part where when you go for a date, you don't show up with it. Those parts of you that you hide in the closet, that shadow parts of you, the part where disconnected me from being a proper woman, had to come to be addressed. Because if you're going to heal yourself, you have to look at those aspects of yourself and see what wounded or what wounds are you projecting that attracted that disease that you've created. If it's something to do your feminine energy, it will come to your either your fibroids or your cervix cancer or something to do with that, or you're bleeding too much. There are very big names that are given to the feminine energy diseases, and they're very scary. So when you start to heal your feminine energy, you are healing yourself from the inside out, from all because the yoni canal has all the parts of the body. You heal yourself from the inside out. So you want to know that once you start to heal your energy, your feminine energy, you start to have your own self-worth. We are not taught a lot of self-worth, so we don't know how to cater for the feminine vibration when it comes to rising our confidence or rising our self-worth. So you want to become very powerful, yet very humble. You want to become very conscious of everything that you're doing around you so that you can start to have an harmonious relationship with you, with the people around your life, and with your partner. And those are the things that have not been taught in schools or growing up or by our parents. In order to have an harmonious relationship, you want to embody some virtues and you want to bring joy. You want to bring harmony, clarity, and that fun part of the childlike manner into the mix. Because when you desire something, when you desire a thriving business, a thriving relationship, an harmonious family, you want to project that from the inside out so that you can start to see the fruits. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to come from practice, for you choosing to have joy in your life. when you start to have your own practice or have your own thing that you do outside your partner or your children, something like a hobby that keeps your heart singing, you're going to have this interdependent relationship. Because most of us have this codependent relationship where we depend on each other to fulfill ourselves. But when two people depend on each other to fulfill one another, they don't have space or room to nurture their relationship. Because in reality, when you want to have a high vibrational relationship, everyone should have their own emotional well-being being fulfilled from the inside out, being responsible for your own emotional well-being. And when a person takes that time to really fulfill themselves from the inside out, when the two people come together, they will have a very healthy, wonderful, blissful relationship. So, what are they giving in the relationship? Because you want to see the relationship as a third party. It's like a garden you're nurturing. You sow a seed and you reap the fruits together. And the relationship starts to derive out of the codependence energy that you put in a relationship. So you want to fulfill your own dreams. You want to have your own something that you do outside your partner. You want to take some inner time, some time to do your inner work for you to release all those wounded feminine aspects that I've been telling you. You want to come from a relationship that is interdependent, and the two parties are sowing towards the thriving of their own relationship. Thank you, ladies, for being present. Laura, Olivia, Constantine. Thank you for being present with me. I'll be taking questions if you have some at the end. So, what else concentrates or constitutes to a thriving, harmonious, graceful, feminine energy? Trust. Trust is very, very important virtue for you to embody. This virtue is like a fountain of the garden, like the fountain of your relationship. Like it's the most important aspect in order for you to thrive. Because if you cannot trust one another in all areas of life, you cannot be vulnerable with each other. You cannot have deep meaning, intimacy with one another. So this is going to create havoc, or is going to bring a gap between your heart and your partner's heart, or your heart and the desires of what you want to create. Because it doesn't matter if you have a partner or not, this energy is between you and yourself. So when you bridge the gap, when you bridge that trust issue, or you start to trust yourself, it's going to be very valuable for you to have a partner that you can rely on, that you feel safe with, that safety will come and trust will be built, because this virtue comes from trust. When trust is broken over and over again, when you are in, whether you are with your parents or children or other people in your past relationship, you you feel this part of you like I will not say like broken, because no one is broken. Like there is something that is always missing, because you cannot go full on. There is that fear that thrives from, or that comes from that place of you not trusting. So it's very, very important for you to be honest, because when you show up with honesty and vulnerability, there is going to be that bridge of the gap. So you want to commit to yourself. You want to bring that nurture, or you want to bring that trust within yourself. And everything that you think that you cannot trust, you want to check on it again and see which lenses you're coming from. Because if you are told by your guardians what trust is, and no person or no man has ever, or you've never known what a trusting person looks like, you will not have like a role model for you to know what trust is. So this is something you want to start having from the inside out. Trust in a relationship. The third thing is a very important thing that I wanted to bring into your awareness. So, in order for you to bring harmony into your love life, is to have conscious communication where you have a time where you have like a check-in and consciously communicate what you need, what you want, what things need to happen, and what you need, or problems that you've been having, in a conscious way, in a conscious communication, in order for you to have a conscious relationship and to thrive in this interdependent relationship that you are bringing with your powerful masculine. You want to have this state of a conscious state where you communicate clearly what you want in your life, depending on how you want to fulfill each other's dreams, or you want to fulfill your desires. So you want to be in alignment with yourself. You want to be in alignment with source energy within you. You want to be in alignment so that when you start to communicate freely, when you start to express your needs, when you want to express your wants, or you want to come from a very high vibrational frequency, so that there will be no conflict, it will be just healthy, nurturing self-environment for you to thrive in this interdependent relationship that you are cultivating with each other. You want to honor and respect each other. Have you seen how a respected person feels? Have you respected something and feel like there is that frequency that comes from somebody who is respectful? When you respect yourself, you will check on everything that comes in your body. You will check on the people that are around you. You will also be conscious of whatever you eat, what you drink. When you respect and honor yourself, you will see the energies that you are entangling yourself sexually with. When you honor and respect your partner or each other, and you resonate with the same frequency, you're going to welcome a very delicious relationship in your being, because once you are living from a place of full expression of who you are, and you are creating harmony inside of you, uh, you're going to thrive in everything that you do, because the healthy feminine is about nurture, and the intimacy is created by the feminine. So you will start to feel juices flowing inside of you that are those what we call the romantic part of you, because we have archetypes in us that if we are nurturing ourselves, they come out and play. So it's not always going to be seriousness. There are archetypes like the playful one, the intimate one, the serious one. I'll be one day talking to you about all this, but for today, you want to know that the woman is the one that initiates intimacy in the relationship. And if you're coming from a very healthy feminine, this comes also with a lot of creativity, a lot of things to do that will make your relationship thrive. So you don't have like to have a honeymoon phase and everything fades out. You are constantly having a healthy flow of ideas on how you're going to spike up your relationship in a highly healthy way. So you wanna you want to thrive in a relationship, you want to go towards that. You want to plan. You want to have a daily basis exercise that you're going to be doing so that you can nurture the feminine frequency. The feminine frequency it's not just can come, or it's not like you going to the gym. That is the masculine, which you can also do on a frequency level, like every day or whichever way you want to feel. But the feminine energy is cultivated on a deeper level where you sit silently with yourself and your own creativity, your own frequency, where no one is telling you what to do. The feminine is, you are not going to read this in a book. You want to feel it for yourself. So it comes from the inside out. You want to have that open heart relationship with yourself so that you can start operating from your heart, because the heart is connected to the right side of the brain, which is the feminine side of the brain. And this will bring that deep intimacy that you want in this interdependent relationship of trust and conscious communication that you are building, so that you will have the space for you to have vulnerable desires, deep feelings, desires of this healthy feminine who is not manipulative or jealous, but thriving with high frequencies of nurture, care, and authenticity with full expression. So you want to give a lot of care to yourself, nurture yourself, dance, bring that essence of flow inside of you. You want to do things that will not, no one is influencing you to do, things that are yours from your heart's desire. You want to love every part of yourself, those shadows of yourself, those parts of your body that you don't want people to see, those parts of you that you don't bring in bits. You know why we end up doing the same thing over and over and over again and thinking that it's insanity? By the way, Einstein said that doing something over and over the same way and not and expecting a different results. When you go to a date and you don't bring these parts of you that you don't like, say what wounded feminine. Say you have a mother wound. You talk smack about women, or you are very competitive, and this does not come, or you're very controlling, and you don't come with this broken part of you in this first date for you to be seen. And this you will give permission to this other person to talk into their vulnerability and to say, oh, I have the same issue. It's like we have the same mother. And you will, and then you decide to heal each other with your loves, with the heart's love. And when you hide these parts of you, and when you move in together, this is when you start to show your wounds to each other. It's like this person will feel so cheated. You move in with this person who you thought was very clean, and you find out is like is the most dirtiest person in the universe, and for you, your level of cleanliness is up there, you're going to be frustrated. It's the same thing. When you are holding back on this garden that you are creating with each other, a healthy foundation has to be built from the time you start together, so that you can start having a high vibrational conscious relationship with each other. So when you come to have intimacy with each other, you are healing each other. You are not using each other or manipulating each other to get what you want. So if you have momentum of having relationships that are violent or that are rooted in non-trust, or that have no safety in them, or that are full of lust, and you are all in this, you want to stop for a bit. You want to cleanse your womb and release all these energies inside of you. And you want to stop being in a relationship for a bit so that you can stop the momentum of this bad relationship. Give it like 21 days. And then after you have cleansed yourself out of these relationship issues, you're going to see from the time where you will start to respect yourself, you will start to create healthy boundaries, you start to have this powerful masculine inside of you, where you are not coming from a place of using the left brain only, but balancing the two energies, where you are more graceful and you are powerful at the same time. You are going to thrive because your emotional part is set. You are now grounded in a place of healthy boundaries, conscious relationship, where you are getting yourself in knowing what vibration offering. Are we understanding each other? Let me know from the comments if you are getting any value from this webinar today. So what are the attributes of a healthy masculine, and how does it look when you want to nurture your masculine be a healthy one? You will see every person had growing up guardians who also had guardians, and some of them were not very balanced or very healthy. So we have been introduced to mostly the wounded masculine. What does a healthy masculine look like? A healthy masculine is present and very conscious in a relationship, or at least tries to be conscious. So is present without distraction, is listening, and that is, he pays attention to what is being taught or is being presented. So you want to check yourself if you have listening skills, because most of us don't listen. We are quickly towards to tell you the solution or tell you what to do, but we don't listen. This is the masculine part of you I'm talking about, where you, when a friend comes to you, you actually do listen. Like, all the space for this person to express themselves without letting them say, oh, I know I'm talking a lot, because that is the wounded feminine. Oh, I know I'm taking too much of your time, but this, no. Talk and finish. I'm listening. And you hold that space genuine. for your friend to express themselves with no distraction, with no judgments, holding the space from that place of humble, graceful, feminine, supportive, encouraging, grounded, honest, logical, acceptable, with deep integrity, powerful masculine quality, rooted in healthy, conscious communication. A healthy feminine has strong boundaries, is very, very supportive, very graceful. She's like a swan. She's very peaceful and gentle, very vulnerable, compassionate, authentic. When I say authentic, I want you to know that there is, when you're in your full expression, there are times where you have it's like there is this energy that has to be get out, like express the pain or the whatever it is that has to come out. Don't sugarcoat anything for anyone. So if it's coming from a graceful part of you, you want to let it out. The feminine is always creating. And sometimes there are thunderstorms and earthquakes in order for it to create. So let the ground shake if that is what will bring people to alignment. But come from a graceful place. Don't hold your expression for anyone. You want to be authentic. You want to learn how to speak your truth. Your truth is not there to hurt somebody, but your truth is there for you to create, because we are the movers of consciousness, and we are here to set levels. So healthy boundaries will give you that self-expression that you want. You want to come from a place of intuitive creation, where you use your instincts. You see, this is a place where I need to say this, or this is a place where I will encourage. You want to be receptive in your own nature. You want to have a healthy giving and receiving. There is a balance always. You cannot be give. That is a sacrifice mode that I opened up saying, because when you give and give and give and you're not getting back, you are going to be very, very exhausted and depleted and burnt out. And you're going to always be tired because back pains, because there is no that balance between the two energies, because you want to be the graceful one that is giving, and also the masculine can also give back. So even the two inside of you have to balance. You want to be very intuitive in knowing how to balance your two, giving and receiving, so that you can be in a receptive mode where you are receiving with pleasure. You are giving with pleasure. Everything needs to have that creative, feminine energy of desire and receptivity. And that will come from you healing that feminine inside of you and that balancing that powerful masculine inside of you. Ask yourself what you need and go towards it. If you feel lonely, which parts of you are lonely? You want to nurture those parts of you that are lonely. So Laura is saying, I love my masculine energy, though I feel that it overpowers my femininity. What can I do to balance it? That's a very good question. You see, the masculine is what we are used to. we have been operating from a masculine point of view. That is, do this to get this. You know the ABCD of it, and that is the structure, that is the direction. But with all that, there needs to be the feminine flow. So you want to operate from the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain, and that is how you're going to bring balance in your body. When you have a practice, like you have your morning practice where you meditate and where you breathe in your body, you're going to be tapping into the two sides of the brain. We are also going to be dancing, the expression that I have been telling you. You want to also dance, and not dance like a rhythm, like you saw somebody, or those steps where we say you are dancing like all of us in a routine dance. No, you want to drop into your yin energy, where you just drop it, like you follow your own body's rhythm. It's not gonna make sense, but you just want to shake it. If you are feeling like you want to throw your hands or do the shoulders, or you want to shake your waist, just do it. That is the feminine expressing herself. It will not make sense, but do it. That's how you're going to balance your feminine, so that your masculine does not overpower you. Olivia is saying, yes, you're understanding me clearly. All right. Thank you, sister. Can we silence the masculine and work with the feminine energy only, or we must balance it? Good question, Jane. We cannot operate without the two, because it's like having two sides of the coin, our masculine and the feminine. The left side of the body is the feminine. The right side of our body is the masculine. Our right side of the brain is the feminine, and the left side of the brain is the masculine. You cannot separate who you are. These aspects of the feminine and the masculine are inside of you, and they cannot cease to be. Everything in the universe has the law of gender, not necessarily having the feminine body or the masculine body. It's the law of gender. That is one of the universal laws in the universe, where everything has a masculine and the feminine. Everything has a positive and a negative. Everything has the yin and the yang. So the polarities between the electronics, like the masculine is the positive charge and the woman is the negative charge. So there is no way you can separate this from your body. Bringing them in balance is what is the ultimate something for you to do. So you want to know the practices that bring harmony to your masculine. Breath work. You want to cultivate breath work, like the paprika breath work. The other breath work for the masculine energy is the fire breath, where you pump all the energy on your solar plex. That is very powerful for you to master. When you go to the sun, you want to drink the sun and to see the energy of the sun coming to the solar plex. That is also going to help you cultivate your masculine energy. The feminine energy is about flow. It's about creativity. It's about harmony. You want to dance. You want to drop into your yin energy. You want to connect with Gaia on a daily basis. You want to bring that energy of the earth inside of you, because you have earth and you're made of earth. The earth is the server. When you want to plug yourself into the server of Gaia, because she knows everything where it is. She's more water, it's more flow. So when you're expressing yourself with this circular movement dance, you are dropping into your feminine energy. You are setting your boundaries, you are expressing with authenticity, because the 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 womb energy is also connected with the throat energy. So all these are coming into balance. The heart is also a very big part of the feminine energy, because we operate from the heart. You don't want to operate from the head. When your heart tells you do this and logic comes in, you want to follow your heart. You want to choose the energy of your heart over the energy of your mind, because your mind is the masculine, and the masculine is for direction and for the strength power and the willpower, but not to make decisions. The decision wants to come from the feminine energy, because when you look from things from the right side of the brain, you will see that they are more colorful. They are more rooted in joy. They are more coming from these sensual parts, more fun, more creativity. So you want to look at that side of the brain when you are tapping in the brain, or you match them together. In the Diva Mastery curriculum, I am teaching you how to master this. So this is also going to be there. So those ladies who are already in Diva Mastery are going to experience that firsthand with done for you step by step. So ladies, it's so nice to have you here today. I know most of you came here, most of this teaching, and it's very good that you are here. And I am honored to be bringing you this juice every Sunday at 3 p.m. And if you are here and you want to rise in your own feminine mastery, and you want to plan, or you want to have a guide or a mentor or a coach, pick me, pick me. I am really dedicated in my path, and I am honored to have you in my program. So if you're looking for a mentor, or if you're looking for a coach, I'll be happy and willing to mentor you, because I have gone through a lot to be able to stand here and tell you all this juice. So my mission is to have every woman stand in our own powerful feminine vibration, mastering our own self-worth. So if that is you, book a call with me. Let's get to know each other. Let me know how I can help you, I can guide you. Let me know what you're going through, so that I can share tips and tools with you. If we are going to be working together, I will invite you to know how working with me looks like. So ladies, with this, I have attached a book a call link with the replay. So I look forward to having all of you with me. And thank you for being part of this and staying until the end of the program. And from my heart to yours is thank you, bye-bye, and let's see you next week. See you, ladies.